We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a big play that time by the Jets. Now Wilson on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score their opening drive. Extra point by McCann. Up and good. It's now a 7-0 game. McCann's got it teed up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They're going to look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Quentin Williams able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
They find some open field here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want there. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So they... Take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now 14-0. McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC-10. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Now it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
McCann's got it teed up. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. Again, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Back to throw now on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
It got his man complete. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Partner, I think a little bit of surprise was registered around the league when Clyde Edwards-Helaire went in the 1st round to Kansas City. Not because people didn't think he was a good player, but many other running backs were ranked ahead of him. But he absolutely fits what they do in Kansas City. Compact, takes care of the football, can catch it out of the backfield, and pass protects as well. He could be a star in their system.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. Play action. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for a sack. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up. And you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And the Jets are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. After the interception, here's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 14. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now Wilson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They go play action now. Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again is Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Thanks to throw by McCann up and good, and the lead now up to 14.
McCann's got it teed up.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Play action. It's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there, with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Jets are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
McCann's got it teed up.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they hit. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey,